I usually start out with an empty lot when I build on here, but today we already have the humble beginnings of a house. The reason being is that I came in earlier to test if my idea even works in the first place. And it does quite well. You see, I found these fake houses in debug. These are houses that normally go in the environment somewhere. I don't know where, but I suppose somewhere you'll be able to find them. And using cheats, we can get them for ourselves as well. And I had the idea to use these and basically line them up, but then in the middle somewhere have a house that we actually built, like a real one. And that way, you can play in a row house. I did, however, run into the old problem that since these houses are not actually meant to go on real lots, that your Sims can just walk right through. This time around, I solved that problem by hiding an item in the walls that is actually solid and that Sims can't walk through. In this case, I found this wall in debug. I did also place one house sort of over the edge of the lot and then another house on the other lot next to it. So that fourth blue house all the way to the right is not actually on our lot. I am building this for my own custom save file and I am planning to keep that house over there on whatever lot we decide to build over there for it. If you, however, only decide to download this lot alone, you'll only have 3 fake houses, so 4 houses in total. But yeah, as you can see, we fixed that problem with Sims walking through the houses. So with all of them lined up and ready, we can focus on our actual house that we're building here now. And by the way, I was just thinking, this video is pre-recorded, right? And I mean pre-recorded by a lot, like a couple of weeks. So when you're watching this, there is a chance that the new expansion is already out. And when I'm recording this here, I got no clue what it is. I just know that it is a neighborly expansion. Like, what does that mean? It's got me speculating again, which is always dangerous with this game. But I was thinking, what if we got something like this but in the actual game? Because fans have been asking for row houses, like actual ones, not fake ones like the one I'm making here, for ages, right? And I'm also thinking, like, what if they added the ability to have mixed use lots? Like, that's another thing, right? Where they have a business maybe on the bottom floor and then an apartment on the top floor. And what if they add more apartments? I'm hoping all of this doesn't age horribly. Although actually, I think there is one thing that I know that is coming, and that is an updated world map. Because if I'm not mistaken, people found like somebody's account on LinkedIn or maybe some other platform, I'm not sure. But I think it was like somebody who did an internship at EA and they wrote on their profile like, oh, I helped update the map view in The Sims. And then everybody was like, hold up, wait. This is probably gonna sound so funny in retrospect. All of you listening to me speculating here are probably just gonna be like, yeah, nope, all wrong. Anyway, back to the build, because what I'm doing here looks pretty weird. But we are building this with a budget, right? This is going to be a starter. And I figured, you know, you don't see these sides of the walls here anyway, because there's gonna be the other houses. So why pay for wallpaper here? So I removed all of that, because literally the only way to see this is by like moving your camera into the houses. And as you might have been able to tell, I kind of had like a floor plan, but it wasn't really working out. I didn't like it, and also budget-wise, so I decided to shrink the house a bit and redo the downstairs, and with it I also had to redo the upstairs because I moved those stairs. So in the end, downstairs this house is going to have an entrance area, a small bathroom, and then just a big general kitchen and living room area, as well as a deck or whatever you want to call that on the outside, and a small room that I originally wanted to turn into an office, but I had no money left, so instead it's just going to be an empty room that you can do with whatever you like. And then upstairs I did a big bathroom as well as the main bedroom and a nursery. And I decided to go for a minty color scheme, which I already did in my last video as well, but you can never have enough mint. I mean, come on, mint is nice. And besides, it's not just mint, it's also like, it's mint and it's beigey, orangey kind of, although more beige than orange. And also a lot of white, like most of the walls in here are white. Although I kind of wish now I would have picked a different wallpaper because I don't like this one that much anymore. It looks kind of dirty. Originally I was thinking, yeah, texture, but now I'm thinking, But yeah, I'm kind of finishing the build up now. That went really quick. I mean, it's a small one, what can I say? I didn't have much money left, but it was enough for a few things here and there. I hadn't placed any furniture yet on the deck. I'm just gonna call it that now. So I placed in some chairs so you and your friends can chill out back here, but then I saw that I actually don't have that much money left, so no friends for you. And then I got to building the general area. Now at this point I had no money left, so this is entirely going to be debug things. So I built the area in the front first, and I gave all of the houses little fake yards, if you can call it that. And I found a bunch of cool stuff in debug, and I actually managed to make this place look quite lively to my own surprise. And I also gave our own house a bunch of cute little plants on the front. And actually I think that these fake houses light up at night, as in it looks like as if the windows have actual like lights in the rooms. I haven't tested that though. That is the one thing that I couldn't do because my budget is place lights everywhere. So I didn't actually have a look. So this place might actually be quite dark at night. But oh well, only so much you can do with a starter budget. In this next clip, I started working on the back. And here I placed some more debug trees. And I also had a lot more space than I expected. And what do you do when you have a lot of space and no money and no clue what to do? That's right, you make a pond. Ponds are such a lifesaver, honestly, for stuff like this. Yeah, but with that, it's already done. Wow! Again, small house, small video. But so here is the final look. I am so happy with how this turned out. This turned out so much better than I would have ever expected it to turn out. The only thing that's still bugging me is that the street that this house is on is super empty. I wasn't gonna, but looking at this, I'm thinking I might have to install the tool mod for my save file. That's a mod that basically lets you place things everywhere, even outside of your lot. Because I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, this place needs some trees badly. But when it comes to everything that is on the lot, I am really happy with that. I mean, the inside is looking quite bland, but that is because we didn't have that much money again. And the idea with these starter homes is that you come in and play with them and start filling them up more anyway. You know, start placing around your photos and your collectibles and whatnot. Oh, that sounded very negative though. But no, I'm not trying to say I hate it in here. No, I think it's quite nice actually for what it is. Okay, video is almost over though. So thank you for watching. At the end of each of my videos, I normally tease what I'm doing next week. But this time around, I'm actually not sure if there is going to be a video next week at all. Because this is the last one out of the bunch that I pre-recorded. I guess you could say that season 1 of me building my own save file on here is thus completed. Oh my gosh, it's the end of an era. Okay, we're exaggerating now. But yeah, I got no clue how my schedule is going to change in the coming weeks. So I shall update you on when to next expect more from me down in the comments. Okay, see ya!
Hashimoto Shuzak Neve. Yaliba the Hashimoto Gemsa. Yaliba Bonki Agus Niza. Bazi look ya Hashimoto Sekuma Wimba.